Hi, I'm Ron with Amazing Mile Marker Stops. Come along with us as we look for amazing places for you to visit. Alright, so the sun is rising behind me and we had a successful overnight passage, our first one ever. And it was kind of funny because going into it yesterday, both Marie and I were worried about, are we going to be able to stay awake? And ended up, we were both like, you go to sleep. No, you go to sleep. And we had to fight over who was going to get to stay up and who had to go lay down. And then when we'd come to relieve one or the other, they'd just keep lingering. We'd say, you need to go, hit the sack so you can relieve me in a few hours. But it was exciting. It was fun. It was so peaceful at nighttime that I just didn't realize the difference. But it was just so much more peaceful cruising at night, and we just really enjoyed it. Neither one of us had trouble staying awake whatsoever. So it's been over 24 hours since we got underway. We are going to continue another 10 hours thereabouts, just depending on where an anchorage will be, and then we'll drop anchor for the night tonight. So one of the things you have to do when you boat is wait for railroad bridges to open. They're normally open unless a train's coming, but if a train's coming, they lower it way ahead of time and you just sit here and wait. In this case, this train actually came out onto the bridge, stopped, backed up some, stopped. Now he's going forward a little bit, so I assume he's doing some switching. Unusual to be doing that on a bridge, but apparently is. So we've been sitting here waiting for about 15 minutes at this point, and we'll keep waiting. We don't have any other choice. That's six feet from the water to the bottom of that bridge. I'm not getting under that. Well, we made it through the railroad bridge finally and went about an hour, and we've hit another railroad bridge that's down. Got a lot of train traffic in the Norfolk area. So we're waiting here. While we're waiting at the last bridge, a couple of other boats showed up, and so there's 3 of us sitting here waiting for this bridge to open. We've arrived at the Deep Creek Lock to enter the Dismal Swamp Canal heading south. We're here about a half hour early, but he's going to open the gate and let us in. I'm hoping we can get in there and tie up and I can shut the engine down so I can check the oil. I tried to check while we're underway, but can't get a reading. The entire dipstick was coated with oil every time I stuck it in, so I assume I had oil since it was coating the dipstick with oil, but how much I had no idea.
So the tide is out. You can see it's pretty low. We're getting ready to be locked through the first lock on the Dismal Swamp going south. And wow, look how high this dock is over here off of the water. I'm sure they just use that for fishing. So I got fenders out on the starboard side, 2 lines ready. I'm ready to go.
Been sitting there for about 15 minutes, so I think he's going to make us wait until it's time for the 11 o'clock opening. So not gonna get to shut the engine down and check the oil. Oh well.
So they've opened this door. We're gonna go in, tie up, and then they'll raise the water level and then let us out on the other side. I don't know if that, whatever he is, Tascaron, if he thinks we're chasing him or if he's trying to lead us down the Dismal Swamp, but he's been going and going a long ways from almost the very beginning. There he is. He'll take off again. We just went into our third state since we left the rendezvous yesterday, and
She means without stopping. The boat has been, this is our third state without the boat stopping.
yeah, we've been traveling for how many hours now?
About 32 hours so far.
About 32 hours we've been traveling. We took shifts overnight. I had the first one and you had the last one. We took multiple shifts throughout the night. And we're now in the Dismal Swamp going south, and we just now came into North Carolina.
Yeah, so it's Maryland, Virginia, and now North Carolina.
Yes.
Non-stop.
Yes. Where are we planning to stop tonight?
North Carolina, I ain't going no further.
Yeah, we're gonna need a break so we can get a little bit of sleep tonight. But during my first shift, no, I guess it was before my first shift, right? When the buoy was right there.
Yeah, I don't think you're on shift.
Yeah, we weren't doing shifts yet, but I was at the helm, and I saw this flashing light, you know, in the distance, and I was on Marco Polo with one of my relatives. I don't remember which one at this point, and so I was chit-chatting and not paying attention, and that light, you know, it looked like it was further in the distance, and Ron comes out of the cabin and he hears this clanging, so he decides he's going to come up and ask me what the clanging is.
Yep, and as soon as I came up on the flybridge and she was on Marco, and I didn't want to be rude and interrupt her, so I was waiting to ask, and I turned and looked, and
I
like
said,
5 foot off the side of the boat is a big red buoy.
A huge, not just big, it was a huge buoy with the lights and the bell, and it was flopping back and forth. And I put my phone down and said, I'm going to be paying attention to what I'm doing from now on.
She gave herself some good advice.
You didn't have to, did you? But we were very fortunate not to hit it. Yeah, 5, maybe 10 feet off. I don't know. It was probably about 10 feet off. Things look closer in the dark than what they really are. Or maybe they are closer in the dark than what they look. I'm not sure which. Okay, so we are waiting for the bridge tender to come open the bridge at the south end of the Dismal Swamp.
South Mills Lock.
South Mills Lock.
And bridge.
And bridge, yep. So we have about how long to wait?
About an hour.
So we're just gonna relax, hang out and wait.
And try not to fall asleep. At this point it's been, what, 35 hours since we got on our way?
Yeah, but we've each had a few hours sleep here and there. Just no deep sleep, no long, steady sleep.
Yep.
feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my veins.
This is too cool. They got a concert in the park right next to where we just docked. So we get to listen to music.
I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've